Hello, everyone. We are going to be hosting a podcast stream here. We're going to be talking about the upcoming mixed tournament hosted by Jesse. We have guests with us tonight, including TripL.
Hello.
They'll be acting as our host alongside Jesse hosting the tournament. And then we also have Gaignun joining us for a bit.
They made me.
And then we have also been afflicted with a certain disease known as Toaf sucks.
What?
Oh my god.
Hey,
They're here too.
there's
All
no
right.
vaccine.
There probably isn't. All right.
I will say right now that I think I can hear like Bregan from Triple's mic, and I think that's intentional.
It's because he's kind of close to me.
Yeah.
He may be able to police his mic when I'm talking. We'll see how well we
All
can
right.
do it.
Since says in the chat, actually it's Toad, nerd emoji.
Alright. I will just briefly just check the stream every now and then just to check the chat, but okay, I'm ready to get going just explaining what's going on here for those like watching.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good
Absolutely.
way to start. Give us a brief overview of how the tournament works, and then we'll start the draw.
Right, so basically we have here, pretty much the idea of this tournament is that you're not having a fixed partner, every round you're going to be in some kind of group, so every 4 players here are going to be in Group A, these 4 are going to be in Group B, and so on. They'll each take turns like playing a best out of 3 format with everybody, basically. So that's like kind of 3 games right there, basically. And yeah, basically at the end of the week, basically points are tallied up, and then the next round the groups are just sorted out, and we're gonna go for. Currently, we have here 5 rounds. And then after that, we got basically a final round, and then we basically have that final round is just basically more of like the top 4 play, pretty much, just for the prizes. The prizes, people might have heard. It's just basically some games I got from like Humble Bundle, basically. So yeah, that's a brief description of it. I hope I explained everything because I wrote up these rules. I had Gaignun actually the first one to check out these rules, so I want to just give a shout out to them. So yeah, let's get going with the players here. We got myself, Jesse. We got L, who sadly is not able to make it to this meeting. They're currently just trying to move out and stuff. So I wish them good luck with that. Currently,
The only
we got
person who
TripL.
sucks more than Toaf.
Hey,
Valid.
wait, yeah.
Okay, we've been given special
Wait, no?
instruction by L
Was that
to not
compliment?
say that L is better than the B tiers. So that is that is the one like what's it called disclaimer we have to give here for the stream, folks. I'm sorry about that. We got TripL, we got Skabos, we got Toaf, we have Zmixi, we got Ale Zivron, also known as the Duke of Jumping. We got Terror Taste, Surreal Sam, Dylan, Pippo, Sin Dark Fates, LX Legacy, Psycho Raven, Esper 51, Gaignun, Bregan, Nathan O, Epic, Wardog Reborn, Snowrise, Esper 28, Evo, Indicus, and Hunter. Okay.
Wait, that feels more like an insult to me.
Okay, so basically, like, under Gaignun's name, it was, like, just literally said surprise me, so I just want to make it, I was just trying to reference a joke I made earlier, sorry about that.
I know, but it feels more like an insult to me. Not to him. I know you're trying to insult Gaignun, but like, it feels like an insult to me. Jeez.
I'm sorry.
Tarnishing my good name.
I can make myself look bad, thank you. Carry on.
I'm so sorry, everybody. Okay, we got also a few alternates: E2000, Sharky, Ice Everfrost, and then J19000. So if any of you people drop, we'll just have these folks fill in. Hopefully that's enough. So yeah. Over here, how we're gonna do this randomization is that we're gonna fill in round 1 stuff. We'll just fill in 1 column at a time because of the way pasting stuff in Google Sheets works. I could do it, obviously, there's a way to do it pasted like this, but it's gonna kind of ruin this, like, the formatting, so I need to keep, so I'm just going to do it a column at a time, basically. And also added suspense, so yeah. So we have everybody's name here. Everybody can see this, correct?
Aye, aye.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. We'll just, I need to put this in bare bones, so it's like, if I do formatting, it's going to count, like, the numbers, basically, which I don't want to do.
Just push the button.
Alright, we'll push the button. Okay, let's get going here. So, each group is 6, so I think this is good. Alright, we copy and paste. So, the first 6 players we got here placed. We got Terror Taste, in Group A, Nathan O in Group B, Ale Zevron in Group C, Hunter in Group D, TripL in Group E, and Surreal Sam in Group F. For now, these groups don't mean anything, but in the next rounds, they'll just be like Group A is like the highest ranking, and F is like the lowest ranking right now, basically. Okay. Oops, I don't want to go there. Okay, next one. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we got myself in Group A. We got Snowrise in Group B. Group C has Esper28. We got Skaboss in Group D. War Dog Reborn in Group E. And Psycho Raven in Group F. That's a lot of vets right there. Okay.
Group E and Group A, or Group B and Group E are looking pretty spicy right now. We've got the
Yeah.
Nathan and Snowrise rivalry, and then we've got the
Turn of War
memery
Dog.
in War Dog and TripL.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
win that
also
meme
Group
war.
C is like also some vets. This is gonna look cool, pretty cool. The Group A is just new players so far, at least. Or at least the only one that is just solely new players. I think that might change in
Group
a bit.
F as well.
Is it Group F? Psycho Raven is a new player. Let's go.
Psycho Raven's not a new player.
Wait, what? How long Psycho Raven been around for?
Forever.
Have I just never played with this man?
Yes.
Huh.
Oh my god. All right. Okay.
New player to me.
Oh yeah. Speaking of very very new player, we got Epic in Group F. Okay. Anyway, we got Dylan in Group A. So this is still new players. Toaf in Group B. Zemixi in Group C. Gaignun in Group D. And LX Legacy in Group E. Okay. All right. Now we got the final 6. So let's copy those folks over and. There we go. We got Indicus in Group A, Pippo in Group B, Sindark Faith in Group C, L in Group D, Esper51 in Group E, and Evo in Group F. There we go. So that is it. That's the round 1 randomization over. What's
those are some
initial
spicy
thoughts?
groups.
Let's go. Let's hear the initial thoughts real quick.
Let's go group by group. How about red?
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I was planning to do that. I just wanted to know if there was anything immediate or something. Yeah. All right. We'll go with Group A first.
Jesse, do you think you're going to win this group?
I kind of want to say I will, but I'm it'd be kind of embarrassing if I don't. I kind of think I think I could probably do good. It just depends on if I can actually convince my partner to do well as well. I think it's just gonna be not only on me but also everybody else. So I think that's kind of what it's looking at right now. I think.
I hadn't played with Dylan for a while, but he impressed me quite a bit today, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Terror and Dylan will be pretty good. I'm not sure about Indicus. I think Indicus returned recently, so that might be a little weaker. But I think this is still pretty well balanced. I think, even considering myself, honestly. So I think this will be rigged. How is it rigged? Come on.
Greg, who do you think's going to win A?
Probably Jesse, unless either Terror Taste or Dylan have had major step-ups recently.
Likewise, honestly. I think Jesse takes Group A pretty.
I think that it's like Jesse 70%, Dylan 30%.
I would say Terror gets a little bit extra as well. I feel like Terror and Dylan. I feel like I would give Terror a little bit of an edge. I think over Dylan personally. I'm not sure how well Dylan plays right now. I just don't know. But I feel like they're both even with Terror having more experience and more of an edge. I think.
I mean, Dylan and I just won some games against Xanxus.
Okay, if that's Dylan's playing,
No,
then
it wasn't
yeah.
I think Toaf, was that you? You're not even. Your mic's off. Anyways, it's not like it was the
It's
strongest room
not.
ever, but
I
he
just don't
was
talk.
holding his own.
Hope you were saying something.
No, I haven't said a word. I just said I don't talk.
Okay.
Oh wait, I have Toaf muted on Discord. That's why.
What?
Wow. Okay,
You
but
probably
now
did
that
hear
you're unmuted, Joe, who do you think takes Group A?
I'm lost. So I actually speedran the documents. So is this supposed to be a 2v2 in the groups?
So each group, you're going to play a best of 3 with each partner. So Jesse will play 3 games with Terror, 3 with Dylan, and 3 with Indicus. Yeah.
It
Okay.
could
So
be a
first to
limit of
wins,
2.
basically.
Well, first to 2 wins. It's just
Minimum 6,
finding.
maximum 9, assuming.
Yes,
Yeah.
that basically what TripL said.
Okay. So what were you guys asking me?
Who do you think wins the most games out of all of the matches?
You cut
First
out.
Red.
He cut out a lot.
In red.
Who
do you
do I
think?
Who do you think wins Group 1?
Okay. Pretty sure if I had to like rank it from top 4, descending, I'd go Jesse top, Dylan, Terror, and then Deku. I
That's
haven't
fair.
seen Deku
Fair.
play.
I always call it Indicus. Is it really Deku?
It's just shorter, and I like Majora's Mask.
In
the
Okay, I
argument.
get you. All right, I literally
All right,
watched like
right.
a video about Ben drowned like literally like a few
All right,
hours ago.
well,
in
all right.
Deku's
Oh.
face.
yeah.
All right,
To
okay.
Dylan.
Group
Show
B.
up
Let's go to
Jesse if
Group
you
B.
can.
How are we feeling about Group B here?
I want Death.
I mean, this was literally almost the salty run back of the 1v1v1. The only person missing is Jesse. It's
Oh, now we got
Snowrise,
Nathan at
Toaf,
least.
and Pippo, and then you have somebody who's very much in a similar skill level with Nathan. So Nathan is literally just suffering the salty run back here.
I know who's not going to win. That's Snowrise.
Ouch.
That's a safe call, to be honest.
Snowrise can't beat Nathan. It's simple. It can't happen. Which means
Snowrise tilts against Nathan, and he tilts against Toaf.
It's very true.
He tilts
Okay.
harder while playing with Toaf, too.
I feel like Nathan and Snowrise could still probably take games like together off of Toaf and Pippo though. Like if they're together, Toaf and Pippo, I'm not sure. They probably could, but like I don't know. It feels like it'd be like a 2-0 or 2-1 basically to me. Like
yeah,
it's
I
just
mean, there's always going to be when there's two strongest and two weakest. Yeah, the two strongest are going to take that one. It's how when they're facing each other who wins that matters.
right.
And
Yeah.
Nathan versus Snowrise is going to happen in 2 sets, and Snowrise is going to lose both those sets, which means it's between Nathan and Toaf.
Really, I've been kind of impressed with Pippo's play. I could just
I was
have
about
gotten
to
him when he
say.
was pretty cracked, but Pippo's not bad. I personally rate Pippo higher over Toaf.
I think Toaf
I
is going to be
agree.
able to handle shenanigans better.
Who is more
and
consistent of a player?
Toaf
That's
is
my
gonna
opinion.
auto lose whenever he plays with Rise, though.
Okay, that's fair.
This is also
You know
agreed.
what? That does put Toaf a little bit below Pippo. Yeah,
I feel
I
like
think Nathan's the favorite.
Snow Rise and Toph are gonna torpedo each other, and Nathan has the best chance to take the group with like a 20-30% chance for Pippo.
Okay, I can buy that. I can buy that from emotional standpoint, mental.
I'd have to agree. I think it's a toss-up between Nathan and Pippo. I favor Pippo, I think, a little more than Bregan does, but Nathan's still got the edge. And as much as I want to see Rise win over Nathan, he's just gonna get dumpstered. It won't be pretty. Memory lapse is gonna come down in some way, shape, or form, and it's gonna break him.
Yeah, I think Snowrise is going to kind of get tilted there, but I can easily see that.
That's a fun fact also about this tournament. No hanging allowed, soft or hard.
Yep, that is very important. Basically, if you disagree with us, just watch the recent game me and Gaignun did on lane against who was it? Evo? No, I don't think it was Evo. Who was it? I forgot.
Jay was there.
Yeah, Jay, and then someone else. I know Sin. Yeah, yeah. All right, I think that's it for Group B. Group C. So that's Ailes, Esper, Zmixi, and Sin.
Who do you think takes this, Gaigan?
Pretty
That's no
strongly I'm
bias.
feeling Sin, to be honest.
Interesting. Even against Esper in here.
With no disrespect to Esper, I've seen Sin put in the work against like the top 5-10 players repeatedly. And I think I've only seen Esper play occasionally and much more casually.
That's very valid. I think Sin's definitely put in more work. Esper can be a lot of fun to play with, but I don't think he's quite got a competitive edge.
I see. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen Esper too much like lately, like these past few months. But yeah, Sin definitely is pretty strong. How do you guys think of Zmixi though, and like Ailes?
The only
no
times I play
offense.
against Mitzi, I get my ass kicked.
I think that's more of an speaks to Toaf's skill level.
I've only played with
Frank.
Zmixi once since they came back, and they still had a lot of the same issues with digging, kind of like Jesse had before, and then also just kind of freezing up on decision making. If they've cleaned that up and gotten the rust shaken off, they're a fairly solid player, but it's hard to say where they'll place in the group. I think Alice will place somewhere in the middle, and he's going to torpedo the chances of one of the other three. But as far as really topping the group, I think it's going to be between Esper and Sin, and I think Esper 28 with the veteran experience is still going to pull it out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I disagree. I think Sin probably has better chance, but I think also Ailes. I think Ailes might just take a surprise. Maybe just play so much jank that it's like completely just favors like Ailes perhaps in this match. 'Cause I feel like Esper, Zimixi, and Sin, they all just play kind of. I don't know. I'm not sure actually. I can't say anything about Esper, but for Zimixi and Sin, they play usually straight. So maybe Ailes is gonna shake things up too much. Who knows?
Yeah, and part of the reason I'm not favoring Esper is if you watched his showings in the last tournament, he brought
Critter.
things almost every single time.
Which one are we talking about?
Who's
X-Gen?
Critter?
Like,
X-Gen.
okay,
Well,
got it.
Wait, X-Gen and Draft, I think.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
he was
Esper being.
only
Oh,
hanging.
yeah, Esper was in the draft. Yeah, there was a whole thing about like confusing Esper 28 with 51. Yeah.
But
The
50
last
was
time I
on my
played
team.
Esper, bro was bedridden. Not even kidding.
Well, aside from bedridden, anyways, his strength is jank. He had some really strong things like a chaos build and some others. And without hangs, we'll have to see.
I think we are also potentially undervaluing Ailes. He runs a lot
Oh,
of
Ailes is
silly
great.
decks, but
Exactly.
he can put the gas on in tournaments. Like, I remember in like one of the very first draft tournaments, I got him on like my matchup that week, and I was just like, I honestly didn't think we could win it. I was like, man, this looks hopeless, and the dude just straight up carried me. He was jumping all over the place, making crazy pickups left and right. And I was just like, wow, he just
He
really
is
showed
literally
up.
the Duke of Jumping. He deserves that title from what you're saying.
I mean, in tournaments, absolutely. I've been pleasantly surprised repeatedly by his tournament performance. So he might turn it on here, or I don't know. I think he's got more of a chance than we're potentially giving him. I still favor Sin here, though.
Yeah. All right.
I think that about wraps it up for C, though. So moving
Yeah, I
on to
think
D.
so. Yeah, D. All right.
What are your thoughts, Jesse?
I feel like D and like F especially is just like so like. No, actually, no. It's more like F. What I was gonna say, but anyway, D is like you have Skabos, Gaignun, and L. That's like D. Like okay, L is obviously not like gonna be B tiers, but still L is pretty like formidable. Like if L is gonna play serious, and like L like has really good strategies, I think. So I feel like it's gonna be pretty tough for Hunter to be fully honest with everybody here. But still, I don't think L is gonna like totally dominate either. It's gonna be either Skabos and Gaignun. So I think it's gonna come down to is Gaignun able to beat Skabos? And if I'm gonna be honest, I think probably Gaignun is better than Skabos from what I've seen. And I think Gaignun is much better leader and just like thinker about like how to play like Fam does. So I think Gaignun probably is gonna lead this, followed by Skabos, L, and then Hunter, I think. So yeah.
In a room like this, it's really, and E is very similar. It's really up to how much of a leader you can be with the person who is kind of the outlier. That's Hunter, that's Legacy. If whoever can be best that leader will get the extra points. Like, if you O2 with the person who's lowest in your group, that's going to be really hard.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a question of can Skabos punch up with Hunter, because I think Skabos and L takes it off Hunter and Gaignun, and any of those combinations, it's going to be really difficult to go ahead and play up, and especially in a tournament like this where there's a no hanging rule, that makes it a bit harder to punch up, because a lot of the ways that you would typically like try and punch up past your typical weight class in a more traditional tournament bring the nasty jank that just doesn't allow your opponents to play. Hang a memory lapse, hang a reduce entropy. Just stop them from playing the game so you can hopefully win. But with that off the table here, it's going to be a lot harder to get a surprise win. So it's really going to come down to the leadership, like Gaignun mentioned.
Any other comments? Maybe from Bregan or Toaf?
I agree. It's similar. I think the whole room's going to be decided on who's picking up games with Hunter, and I don't know. Some people think it's like you got to run like the jank or something to try and squeak out your wins there. And I think it's going to be rather who's most comfortable just putting themselves in the driver's seat and taking over a game. And I think that is one of Gaignun's biggest strengths as a player is they can get in the front seat and drive.
All right.
I
think
want to
we can-
note for L watching later. I needed to share this for them. L, I am going to send to whoever is your opponents anytime the arsenals I built. You know which ones they are.
Is it the Cyrus Skeleton one or no?
No. That's a me and Toph special. This is for. I said I would send them to anyone that L ever plays.
I know we need to
I'm excited
get
for this.
a voice call one time, like one day, just to come up with an arsenal for just both of us. Like,
Yeah. L said, I hope that none of the new players learn strategy A because it would be really hard to play against.
oh, L's in the chat. Oh, hi, L. I'm just see slightly
You're
over
in the
commentating.
chat
I said, please
not
don't
in the
say I'm better
podcast,
than the
my
other
guy.
teams.
I mean, but thing is that.
All right, okay. I'm not.
So Hunter, get ready for me to send you some PD helper arsenals.
Is it actually? Okay, so it's actually just like, oh, so Bregan's the one showing its screen. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing mine then. Okay.
Some. Oh gosh, no, I don't have it. I don't need it.
If you
You just watch
tune
the
into
stream,
the
I guess.
stream,
Ooh, oh, actually, I'll
on my
just okay. I'll
stream, you
share
can
it. Don't
see
worry, I'll do it.
I've got the thing over here. I just can't see the Twitch chat on there. Which
My
I don't-
only comment for Group D is that Hunter got cucked. That's it.
You know what? Fair, yeah.
It's a
Okay.
rough group for Hunter. You know, from all reports, they're pretty solid for a new player, but there's two really high rated veterans there, and
And
then
L.
there's L. L.
I
Yeah,
agree.
I'm
I
with you
wasn't a
on that.
veteran.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Definitely not quite a vet yet, but
I think
some
D and E are going to be the
competition.
toughest rooms. So here's my question to segue. Who do you think
Oh shit,
can
my water
carry
bottle.
most in E? Because Legacy, the newest player here, with 3 vets of various amounts of renown and various play styles,
Mwah. Good night, little one.
who's going to be able to take
I love
Legacy
you.
to some dubs?
Bedroom.
Triple
No.
L easily, I think. Triple L is just like no. Triple is just. I think triple.
When
Okay,
you say
War
triple
Dog.
L,
Oh my god. Okay, so triple. I don't
Triple
think
L.
War
Thank
Dog
you.
is like ready yet for like. I don't think War Dog is like. I don't know too much about War Dog. I don't think they're gonna be able to carry too much legacy. And Esper, I don't know. I feel like Esper might just be too like. I don't know, like fluid in like their skill. I'm not sure what the word is right now, but like inconsistent. I don't know. I think Triple has probably enough to bring Legacy out of this, and I think Triple has like maybe enough ingenuity to just like scratch out a win somewhere there. I think with Legacy or two, perhaps if it just gets really crazy. So yeah, I think Triple is the one who easily takes Group E. I think, in my opinion,
I think
maybe Esper comes second. Like it could happen, but I think Triple is like easier to me to see.
I think Triple's honor is insulted by War Dog's title as the meme lord, and Triple's gonna be trying to prove himself as the greater memer and
When
torpedo
Triple
the
tries
whole
to
group.
meme, he just does worse.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
I'm
I
calling
think
you
he's
out.
gonna torpedo the whole group by trying to out meme War Dog, and War Dog may not even go for the memes, and
Oh my god.
he may not take the bait.
I don't. Not all of you
It's gonna
know
throw it
Esper
into
51 as
chaos.
not everyone, all of you know Esper 51 as much as me and like Bregan, but I can just imagine Triple being like, okay, Esper, here's the nonsense we're doing. And he's just gonna be like, what are you talking about, man?
Yo, there's like
From
this.
all the games I've played with Esper, he's been a lot of fun to play with, but he only brings like 3 ice swords and blazing swords,
Oh,
and
speaking
it's
of
just
Ice
gonna
Sword,
drive
like
me up the wall.
he literally only asked if like Ice Sword was banned in a tournament, and when Al told Esper no, like Esper's like, all right, I'm gonna sign up.
So TripL and War Dog don't have a meme companion in Esper. Esper is as straight edge of a player as possible. So that'll be interesting.
I mean, Esper
The-
used to run a lot of reduce entropy, but it was built for him. So I don't know if you call him straight edge, but
The real danger is going to be if I can get my claws in War Dog, and if we decide to run the meme builds together against Legacy and Esper. Because if we win the moral victory by memeing on them, well, they just won't stand a chance. Esper will be too broken of a man to carry.
I think it's too hard of a group to call just because there's going to be too much possibility for shenanigans or somebody promising shenanigans and then just not. There's just too much variance in what could go on here.
Not a
Right.
competitive note, but I like Esper 51's voice. That's it.
Esper 51's
I
good
like the
dude.
way bro talks.
Very good voice.
Also, smoothies or just like eating, having like off, and then boom, we win games. All right.
I do have to say that I'm
Me
most scared
perdiste.
of Esper in that lobby. Like, I think of everyone in there, Esper's going to be the person to throw biggest wrench into my plans. He's just gonna play too aggro, and I don't
Legacy
think.
is scared of the meme team.
Yeah, I think that's going to bite anybody that does try to meme in that room. Is Esper's just going to sit on him with a sword camp, and you won't be able to pull off what you want to pull off.
I've seen War Dog in the LFG looking for some games. I don't know how much, but he's definitely played some.
He was an old vet, if I recall correctly, and
Yeah, no, I mean
took a
some
break
recently.
for a long while. But he's been getting some games in recently. I've played with him recently.
I mean,
and
he
we've had a
made
blast.
he made the playoffs of a 1v1 tournament. So
You could say
not a
he
bad
got
player.
reborn.
I mean, but so did you, Bregan. So, anyways, on to Group F.
Really?
And shots fired.
It's like all over the place. We got like Epic, who's like very, very new to the game. Evo, like probably the most experienced. Surreal Sam is like also a new player, but has like trying to get the rust off. Psycho Raven's also just a vet, but yeah, it just feels like it's all over the place. This group, honestly. So
You got a
two
rusty
vets
new
and two new
player, a
players.
brand new player, and a low tier vet. I think Evo's got a very, very easy time in here unless somebody can really show something that they haven't previously.
Epic is going to be the furthest outlier, just because he's one of the newest. I did play with him today, and there's some potential there. Also, some connection issues, so hopefully those are resolved. But cohesive arsenals could hold his own a little bit. Evo is the. I hate to say this, Evo. Don't take any credit from anything I say to you right now. He's got the most leadership skills in game of these people here. So I think he's going to be able to talk a Sam or an Epic into how to play around Psycho Raven. And I think Evo's pretty favored against Psycho Raven. So I would be surprised if he does not take that group pretty strongly.
I would be astounded if he doesn't 3-0 it, to be honest. Like, I don't see any way that Evo doesn't leave that group just wiping his hands and just cleaning house.
The question isn't if it's does he win 2 sets or does he win all 3 sets? That's the question.
I don't even think that's the question. I think the question is, does anyone take a game off of him? Does he win it?
You're just asking that
or does he win
differently
it
now,
like
basically.
6-1 or 3?
Oh wait,
No.
It's different, yeah, because you're asking about wins, not set wins. Okay.
Yeah,
That's a valid question though, because that's like literally a point on the line, basically. Someone can just snatch a point, basically. It wouldn't hurt like Evo, like unless it's like they actually win the set. But yeah,
I think Evo handily leaves this with what the way scoring works is you get 4.5 for winning your set, right? I think he leaves
so you get
with
1
a
point.
solid...
No. So like you get 1 point for like every win. You get another point for like a set win. So you leave like with 9 points if you just win like every set, basically.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's. I think you can win every points from like 0 to 9 except 8. But yeah, I think that's like the math I did basically on that. So hypothetically, you can come out with like 7, a 3, or like 6 or something, just not 8 basically. Up to 9 though. 9 is included. Just
Evo's going to probably have 9 points. And he's probably going to be top of the leaderboard because our other strong players like TripL, and I guess myself, are in pretty rough, tight rooms. There's going to
also
be
Ska Boss and War Dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those are like the people who we thought might be like pack leaders are gonna probably lose a game or two.
At first, probably. So eventually it's going to settle down, hopefully.
That's what I'm saying. My prediction is that like the scoreboard, if it goes how you guys are saying, Evo is gonna be at the top at like 9-0. And then like myself and TripL are gonna be somewhere in the middle of the pack. I think like then it would be the next strongest point leader would probably be Sin or Jesse. Is my prediction.
So yeah, that
Not
brings me
not the
into-
other vets.
Well, the thing is, if I win a room, that's a room L didn't win.
Oh yeah, because like you're in Group D right now. Okay, we're just talking about round 1. Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about leaderboard into round 1. I'm expecting it to go like Evo, TripL.
I didn't even get to
Melee,
talk about Group
and-
F.
Toaf,
We
you
want
want
to
to
save a
elaborate?
Group
Rob.
F, Toaf.
F's in
All
the
I had
chat
to
for
say
Toaf.
was that we have Diet Sanxes, the vet that is always confused as a newbie, the title of that weird 2013 movie, and my cousin Dora's backpack. That's it. That's it. That's all I wanted to
Okay.
say, man.
All right, we should get going to. I have also just like as for fun. I basically made like a if I could pick a first round. This is basically what I did. Just for those wondering, I put like Gaignun, Evo, Scott and Esper together. I don't know why. I just wanted to see like let's challenge Gaignun as much as possible. I put TripL with Els, Nathan, and Esper to make the most jank lobby. I put L, Snowrise, Psycho Raven, and Wardog together, just vets, just round it out. I put myself, Toaf, Sin, and Pippo here as like just the top 4, who I think are just the top 4 newbies. Terrors, Mixie, Indicus, and Sam are all of these people are just like people who've like new players and they're just kind of returning to the game, I think. And then we have obviously like the bottom 4 just like very new to like the game basically. And then below here I had my tournament prediction, of course. So yeah. It's kind of similar, but I did like some swaps. Like I put a TripL here higher. I don't think Esper's high, honestly. Now thinking about it.
Damn,
Yeah.
way to do the man.
Wow. I don't know. This is not really much. I just did some minor swaps here and there, basically. But yeah, this is just kind of what I'm thinking is like first round and like other stuff. Oh, why'd you get rid of Sam? Put that back.
No.
All right, putting that back there. All right. Uh.
What does my tournament prediction mean, though?
Oh, so this is like what I'm thinking it's gonna look like after like what it's gonna look like here, basically in this final box. Like,
This would be the last
Oh.
round lobbies. So we're doing Swiss pairings, which means the top 4 people would have the top 4 records. The bottom 4 people would have the bottom 4 records.
I'm surprised you
Yes.
have Pippo and Sam so low.
Yeah, same here. Surprised you put me
yeah, but I'm
above
also
Pippo.
thinking about like Psycho Raven and Wardog as well. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I feel like maybe Pippo could probably take over as a Mixie. This is kind of like a I don't know, like a just gamble here, honestly. I could probably add Mixie down here in E, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is kind of what I'm thinking it might look like, though. All things considered.
I wanted to ask, what do y'all think groups A and B for round 2 are going to look like? Now that we know the round 1 pairings, how do you think that's going to translate to the top 2 groups of the next round?
I'm gonna make this like.
Well, the interesting thing is
here.
groups A through C, roughly speaking, are going to be random among the people who've won. Not completely random, but like you're going to get a top half and a bottom half line, or maybe a
Yeah,
top, middle, bottom.
it won't be very swingy.
But I'm going to have to catch the rest of this in the recording because I actually got to go.
Okay, well, thank you, Gaignun, for showing up and giving your feedback and just like
Sweet.
thoughts on the whole round 1 stuff. I appreciate it.
Yeah. How about you, Jesse? How do you think groups A and B are going to look in round 2?
All right, I'm gonna write this down like here, basically. All right, so like actually, I'm probably gonna need to see this though. All right, I'm actually gonna take a picture of my phone, so I don't need to like go scroll back up and forth, just for my purpose. All right. Why did I put a timer on this photo? Okay. All right. I'm gonna. Okay. So right. Okay. Oh, that's for you. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Let me get rid of this row so it's like everything's organized. You don't mind? Delete row. There we go. All right. Yeah. If I had to put this like who I think Like, okay, I feel like Evo, that's pretty easy to put there in round 2. I would probably say, like, as well, maybe I would put there as, like, I feel like TripL would go here as well, I think. From what I'm thinking. If you guys, I don't want to put myself there, but, like, I could probably see myself thinking, I don't know, I don't feel like I don't put myself in group B. I think I'd probably do okay, but probably not enough to get there, I think. There's a lot to talk about here. Oh my god. All right. I feel like it's pretty
You
easy to
really
put.
have to evaluate like each group and try and.
Yeah,
It's a
like
lot harder to make
exactly.
these predictions because it's sort of
Yeah, exactly.
value
Like
the
I don't know.
top
Maybe I'll
two.
put Epic there because like I feel like that's like that would make sense. I feel like I'm not sure about Indicus. I feel like weakest there, obviously. Maybe like. I feel like Hunter would go here as well, just maybe. But like I don't know. I don't. Nah, I put Hunter here. I think might be closer. I'm gonna give Hunter the benefit of the doubt. I think. Uh, I would say Gaignun and B. Wow. Okay. All right. You know what? Actually, yeah.
I think he's gonna go. They're gonna drop games to Ska and L. I
Yeah, I'm gonna
think
say
that it's gonna be a
Skalos and Gaignun
2-1
in
for
Group B.
Gaignun.
They're gonna just like compete each other, and they're just gonna kind of like balance the score among each other, perhaps.
Gonna
Like,
get crab bucketed.
what does that mean?
When you have a bunch of crabs in a bucket, right? As they're all trying to escape, they climb
Oh,
on top of the other crabs and they pull them off the sides of the bucket. So when you get crab bucketed, you're all like fighting for the same goal, but
okay.
you just can't make it to the crab bucketed.
Ah, okay.
Is that not a
I am
saying?
not. I was not familiar with the analogy. My bad. All right.
Come on, you've heard this, Toaf.
I'm not Toaf. I'm Jesse.
I know, but I'm trying to get Toph to back me up, but he's being quiet.
Yeah. I've heard about
So
it.
much
Yeah,
for
Toph's heard
Toph
about
being your
crab
partner,
bucketing.
TripL. Ha.
Oh, I mean he's been on his best podcast behavior. I have no complaints.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crab bucket. Yeah.
Crab bucket.
I
Yeah.
use that term all the time.
All right. You know what? I feel like Snowrise and like Nathan, they'll also just compete each other, but it's going to be not as like pronounced as like Gaignun and Skabots in competitiveness, maybe. Or no, actually, I'm going to move Gaignun down, I think, and put L in like D, I think. So, okay, hold up. We're going to do that, and then I'm going to copy and paste you guys there. Okay. There. I feel like that's good. Yeah, I feel like Zmixie and Sin would go here, like, or yeah, Sin, Dark, Bates go here basically. D, I feel like honestly, Zmixie probably isn't that fair. We can't see the screen. Oh, hey, Bregan, I'm not sure. We can't see the screen because you didn't scroll down actually.
Oh, I scrolled down earlier.
Bregan, are you
but then
there?
Bregan?
Bregan,
Already,
yeah.
old pal?
I'm
Yeah,
here.
he's here.
I scrolled down earlier, but then you scrolled me back up.
Okay.
Somehow.
Oh, I might have said something by accident. All right, that's my bad. All right, sorry. Okay. I might have just been talking to myself and we misinterpret that. Okay. Okay. I apologize to everybody on stream. Okay. Yeah, so this is what we got so far down here, basically. For one for just round 2 predictions. I'm just making this, like, on my head as I go here. No, I don't want
muted
to
right now.
open my camera. Okay, what was I going to do? Okay, so...
I'm so out of it.
Yeah, Legacy, like I said, probably going here, I think. LX Legacy. Okay.
You're putting Gaignun below Nathan TripL?
This is because of like the whole like how the room is going. Basically, it's like they're gonna probably compete each other like so hard. It's like it's kind of like a I'm not sure Nash equilibrium, probably something like that. Kind of where it's like they just kind of like it's not as helpful like as like and they're competing and it's kind of losing the resources as well. Something like that. I don't know. It's my little.
Oh, crab bucket. Yeah, I get it. You could have just said
Crab
crab
bucket.
bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not used to it yet. Please, okay. All right. I'll put Esper like 51 here, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll put like. Okay. I'd probably put like. Yeah, maybe Terror and like. Maybe I would put like Terror here, maybe just like Terror Taste. and like Dylan here. I think maybe I'm not sure. Put Zemixi. All right, fine. I'll put Zemixi there. I'm gonna be nice to her. Okay. All right. Maybe Wardog does surprise. Maybe Wardog does something surprising. I'll put Wardog here in like this group there. I don't know. I feel like this isn't making sense, but like I feel like maybe this is the better prediction. Who knows? I'm just like maybe this wouldn't make sense with points, but whatever. Who am I missing though? Like I'm missing like a couple players. Oops. Okay. Oh, I've got Esper 28. Okay, so maybe Esper 28 like just gets bad numbers and just goes like here maybe. Maybe who'll go here though? Oh yeah, we got Ailes. Okay. No, Ailes goes like A, I think here definitely. And then okay. I put just should be Nathan O actually. Oh well. Oh well. All right. I put who have I missed here? Like on my side. Oh, did I forget Toaf? Okay. I
You
forgot
can't
Toaf and
forget
Pippo.
Toaf.
I forgot Toaf and Pippo. Okay.
I'm gonna do my Spanish homework in the meantime while you forget
Alright.
me.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, I'm not putting myself there. Okay, I need to reorganize this because this is gonna be kind of iffy here.
So the short of it is that it's a pretty big mess in it.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like maybe I'll put like Gaignun on top here. Like, so I feel like I need to put room here for like Toaf, but nobody's here basically. Definitely. Okay, Zmixi is not here unfortunately.
Hey, Toph suck. Yeah, at least you
No,
put me
that's
in
why
italic.
No, I did not write that. Oops. Who put that there?
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that was all you. Check
No, I
check
did
the
not.
edit history.
Hey, do not play like gaslighting with me, please. Like,
But
Check my VOD.
all right. Okay. All right. You know what? Maybe Nathan. Yeah, Nathan goes here for sure. I think.
ultimately Group A is gonna be Evo and then probably someone from groups B, A, and then it's a toss up between D or F. Or not D or F, D or E, I think. Is that's what the group A of round 2 is gonna look like. Definitely Evo. Probably someone from group B and group A. And then it's a real question between D or F, if anyone in those lobbies can pull out the 3-0. And then it's just a question of like the logistics of who trickles down into group B. I think the people who place like wins 2 out of their 3 games in groups B through E from round 1 are going to comprise the second tier in round 2. Does that sort of line up with what you've got, Jesse?
I'm still kind of writing this, so just finalizing it real quick. Psycho Raven. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this could all change. Like, it just feels a lot fluid right now, and I just feel like I can just swap people left and right if I could. Right now, it just feels like it's just all over the place. Honestly, this whole thing.
We're just going to have to see how it pans out, won't we?
Yeah, I think it's just too much variability. I think in the matches, and I feel like it just predicting the end is probably much easier than like round 2 stuff. I feel like it's just
Absolutely.
it's not helpful.
That's why I was
really.
trying to focus on just groups A and B, because anything lower than that probably should have just been group A, because groups B and lower, it depends so much on how strongly people win. That's hard to predict.
Yeah, I think we could just do like I said, but like still like it's kind of easy to predict like the winners though. And then there's like also like other matches where it's like harder basically. So like yeah, it's kind of a lot of variability.
Exactly. Group F, super easy to call. Group D and E, ugh, no one knows how that's going to go until it actually happens. But personally, I'm super excited for this tournament. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think it'll be good to go ahead and see how people can play and essentially take charge of their teams. I hope to see some spicy builds. I really want to see someone. I really want to get my sword slaps in this tournament. Might be a personal rule. Have to slap someone at least once a set. But we'll see. Bregan's definitely right about the fact that I'm going to torpedo a group because of being too memey. But the match chats will be made relatively shortly, and we'll go ahead and start getting things scheduled.
Yeah. Is there anything else we want to comment about, like the, like? Yeah, I'm not really sure. There's not really too much to say about like predictions, really. Like, it's just immediate future is just like very variable. We kind of already have like the first round predictions, basically. I'll probably definitely post a screenshot of like round one stuff, and then like get that
We've
out of the
already
way.
posted the round one pairings in Tournament General. So
Oh,
anyone who
okay.
wants to go ahead and take a peek at that can do so.
Nice.
And
Yep.
remind me again, Jesse, when is our deadline for the first week of matches? When do we all need to have these completed by?
Ideally, one week from from now, but I'm really excited if there's cases where people just cannot get games. Unless it's like one person who has unless like somebody's like putting in no effort to like put in a game, basically.
So the deadline for our first week of matches is going to be Saturday, the 18th of February at midnight.
Yeah, I
or
think
maybe
so.
we should let's make it Sunday. Let's go ahead and make the deadline of each
Yeah,
one
I think
Sunday,
Sunday
so
is
we
better. Yeah,
wrap up the weekend. So
yeah,
from now
Sunday is
until
better.
Sunday the 19th at midnight, or not necessarily at midnight, but midnight's the cutoff date for our purposes. Just go ahead and get
Yeah.
your matches in by then. Try and have someone record stream them
Right.
for our viewing pleasures. And we'll have the match chats out shortly, and I look forward to going ahead and playing these games with you.
Yeah, I want to just thank everybody here, just who are watching and interested in the tournament, and everybody like helping organizing this. I just kind of, when I first started like just writing up the rules, I was kind of worried about like, oh god, this is gonna kind of be a bit hard to just like organize what everybody's saying. But I'm hoping everything turns out well. I know these rules are a bit like new and stuff like that, so I'm hoping there's not a lot of screw ups. I think one thing I should probably mention, by the way, is like for people, just make sure like to just like if you aren't recording, just make sure to get screenshots of like the results of every game, so that over here I can just copy in the wins, the kills, and the deaths. Like these two are just for like determining like tiebreakers, and yeah, everything else just calculates pretty much. So yeah, this is kind of what it looks like for every round. It's gonna look like something like this, and I'm gonna fill in the names like after the stream is over, just like the Group A players and stuff like that, and I'll have another sheet for like the results, like just listen to players though, not in like this kind of thing, but just like in a general format. Anyway, that's it. I think that's covers everything for this. I don't know. Do we have? I guess we did talk about like I remember like when we did like the X Gen, there was like this whole sort of like dark horse thing, I guess. Like, but who do we think is kind of like like dark horse of like who might actually have like come in like as a surprise in this tournament? I think that would be kind of interesting question to like end off on. I think.
Surprise in like they'll make top 4 or have a shot at winning.
Did
or...
he say Snowrise? He said Snowrise.
I don't know if he said Sunrise.
I know TripL enough that yeah, he definitely said Snowrise.
Do you mean like dark horse to win the tournament, or like dark horse
To pass
to
around.
like make top
We could
4?
do dark horses.
Dark horse just for top 4, because after top 4, anything can happen. Really, I think.
I feel
I mean,
like
we could do a
there's
dark
some
horse
big
for
names that are
each
just being
group.
super underrated here, and I think my two are. Nobody seems to be rating Esper 51 and War Dog. Esper 51 has made more than one finals of a tournament. He's made like 3 tournament finals, 2 1v1 tournaments, and a tag tournament. And then I think War Dog as well. Not as many people know him, but War Dog is a very solid player who, on good days, cracks A tier.
I agree with Sin. Sharky's the dark horse.
Damn.
Sharky's not even in this. I mean, watch him
okay,
go ahead and
if we
pop
have
in as
2
an
people,
alternate.
if two
I'd
people
sweep it.
drop, then yeah, that will happen. But yeah, I
What
mean,
can
Tourney
happen in
could
Group B,
probably
by the
tilt
way?
things, but yeah, I'm hoping that doesn't happen though.
Esper 51 straight up won a tournament finals versus Murder and Ebony.
Esper
Esper
51,
51
not
is
28,
cracked.
right?
Yeah, 51, not 28.
51.
Okay.
Esper
Who was
51 straight
51
up.
with?
He won a tournament finals against Murder and Ebony with PDDCM.
Who's also pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, PDDCM is straight up an S tier player, but it was against Murder and Ebony in the finals, which, to be fair, they should have been favored and they should have won it. But Esper 51 did win the final series for the tournament, took the tournament victory versus those two.
He's also really good at 1v1s.
Esper 51 has more tournament wins in tag tournaments than Ebony.
Okay, well,
I'm guessing that's like 1-0,
Yeah.
right? Is that the comparison we're going by?
Yep. Most people don't know. Ebony actually never won tag tournament, even the one where he partnered with Murder, ended up losing. That was a pretty rough loss for both of them. I know they were very tilted after that loss.
Wow. Man, I would be sad as well. I wouldn't blame Ebony, honestly.
Personally, I think that Skaboss might do a lot better than anyone gives him credit for. He's just been one of the most pleasant people to play Phantom Dust with. He's very agreeable, and so I think it's gonna be pretty swingy. I don't think he's going to be great at taking the lead in matches, but he's just absolutely unflappable when playing games with.
Scavos is
So
solid. I expect a solid showing out of him. Top 8.
Absolutely, I agree, Top.
My dark horse is War Dog as well. I've been watching a bunch of his videos from back then, because apparently he just has a lot of videos on the Phantom Dust Revive channel by whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah,
And
I don't know what scrub runs that channel. It escapes
Oh
me
my
too.
and I've watched a bunch of his videos, and he's just like really good. If he's not rusty or not as rusty, then I think he can do a lot better than people are expecting him to. I think we should talk about the Dylan bet. He said he would PayPal $100 to anyone who could correctly call the top 4.
Damn. That is
that-
very risky though.
I wonder
feel
what
that's
happens
worth
when
touching
multiple
on.
people go ahead and call it. I'm not quite sure what the logistics of all that are, but I guess take it up with Dylan.
Just split up the money. I don't know. Just,
For
or
fun
just like
season,
fight it
not
out. I don't know. Just fight it out like Last of Us style. I don't know. Like.
rock paper scissors.
But I think that
not,
goes ahead
not
and
for like. Oh,
go ahead.
I was gonna say not for actual money, but we should try and call the top 4 and see if we're right.
Oh, I should probably talk about like the
Yeah, haven't
prizes
we
actually. It might
already
be a
done
fun
that?
topic to end off on, maybe.
Did we?
Yeah, go
Oh, we
ahead and take
did.
it away, Jesse. Toaf,
Okay,
pay better
well-
attention.
All right, so I'll post like a picture, and then maybe Bregan will just like snap to it. But I should probably show off what the current like ratings are for like basically like what games are interested in. I'll post that in the podcast chat just as like a little screenshot. But basically, I'm just offering a certain amount, like just a couple of games. Basically, if you get higher placed, like if you're in the top 4, you get at least 1 game. So if number 1 gets 4, then it just decreases by 1 for every like place downwards. So like 2 gets 3, 3 gets 2, and then 4 gets 1. Okay. So yeah, I basically it's basically you can see it there exactly.
Where?
I think it's showing on the stream, right? No,
don't-
I didn't post it. It's on the podcast chat. I'll just post it here as well. Don't worry. There, I posted it like right underneath round 2 predictions. If you scroll on the Google sheet, there, yeah, pretty big. Yeah, I know. Okay.
Damn, Bioshock. Not surprised.
You know what? I'll be honest. Like, I've never played like Hyperlight Drifter, but I'm just surprised it's like that high up, basically, of like all these games.
Super good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
I'm
checks
also
out actually.
there are like a couple people who aren't interested in prizes though, so I'm hoping it's not like the top four. It's like everybody who doesn't care about prize though.
It'd just be like, well, I'm keeping all these Steam
I think
keys
the
for
rule I'm gonna
myself.
have is probably you can if you just decline prizes, it'll just go like somebody like the next place down will get like one of those prizes, but it's just so that the next player doesn't just get a whole bunch of them basically. Thadge, Yoku's Island, man, yeah, you're right. Yoko, I've heard good things about Yoku's Island. I think that should definitely be higher. Same thing for like Wander Song, I would say. Uh, what else is a good game that I feel like is like not a lot of people are highlighting? Maybe Into the Breach. I'm kind
I've
of
heard that's
surprised
been pretty
Brothers
good.
isn't being higher because it's like that's co-op and maybe it's like interested fan of those players.
Thanks
Uh,
again, Jesse, for going ahead and putting these out there as prizes. Appreciate it.
yeah, it's just stuff I
It's
bought
good to
from
have
like a
some interest.
bundle, and I just literally do not play these games, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with these sitting games here, basically?
Exactly. You just get these duplicate keys when you buy all the humble bundles and whatnot.
Yeah, it's actually I don't know. I feel good about it though. It's pretty nice.
But I think that goes ahead and concludes the predictions and pairings part of the broadcast, at least.
Right, yeah.
When can we expect match chats to be made, Jesse? We gonna bang those out?
I thought you
tonight?
literally said you're gonna work on it, but yeah. Well, after this, I'll probably just like pop those. I'll probably just make like what's it called? Like I'll figure that out myself, maybe, or just like we'll discuss it like in the tournament chat. I'm thinking we'll just have like a like basically I don't know. Maybe we'll have like a discussion area for that or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out, I guess.
I think the current plan will be group DM, assuming people on Discord have their preferences set properly.
Yeah, I think
Failing
maybe
that,
just have everybody just like
channels on the
figure it out
PD
together.
side.
I guess we should let them figure it out maybe. But yeah, I think that might be better. But I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. I think like privately. But I think that's probably what we're gonna do. I think we'll just have everybody. We'll trust everybody gets that done together. Basically. Yeah.
Friendly reminder: the sooner you get your matches scheduled, the better.
Oh yeah, we also have to cast them.
Yep, we'll see how many we can get cast and who else is willing to do casts. I'll be doing some casting.
That sounds good. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that wraps
Before the
us.
stream ends. No, before the stream ends. Dylan says, add Toaf. If multiple people call it, I'll add extra money but split it between people. That's it.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I
Been
literally
holding
just
that in.
split the money. Okay. So, everyone delay your matches as much as possible. Says no. Okay. All right, bro. Come on. All right. Final question. How salty will Sin get in this tournament?
Not
You know
salty
the
enough
salt
to save
mines?
me.
Yeah, he's annoyingly chill.
Yeah. Exactly. All right.
Damn.
I'm just disappointed I didn't get Rise in my starting group, because now it's going to be so much harder to make him rage. I'll really have to throw if I want to play with him. Big sad.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in, and we will have match coverage coming shortly.
Ciao.